Ale nedávno se řešilo, jak už všichni víte, jisté MrBeast drama, bylo to všude, to drama se pořád rozebírá a součástí toho drama bylo i fejkování videí, což je za mě ta méně závažná část toho, ale i tak si myslím, že dost lidí si říkalo, že OK, ty videa, co MrBeast fejkoval, tak to bylo ještě v minulosti, ale určitě to nemá vliv. No, jsou údajně i nový MrBeast videa, co jsou sfejkovaný, takže měli bychom se podívat, abychom zjistili, který to jsou.
From his latest upload, 7 Days Stranded in a Cave, to I Survived 7 Days in an Abandoned City, these are just a couple of instances where MrBeast has been accused of faking his videos. However, I want to make one thing clear that...
Vím, že u toho opuštěného města, tak se hodně řešilo, že to je nějaký město v Chorvatsku a že tam normálně je veřejně přístupná pláž, jakože to není až tak opuštěný, jak to vypadá.
These are only allegations, and all of this information is available publicly, and I am just reporting. But the truth will become clearer as more information emerges. Now, let's start with 7 Days Stranded in a Cave.
I don't normally do intros like this, but I'm currently descending hundreds of feet into a cave that runs over 5 kilometers deep into the earth. And whether we like it or not, as soon as my friends and I touch the ground, we are officially stranded here for the next 7 days.
Jo, to je to nejnovější video, nebo nejnovější, on vlastně vydávali potom něco, ne? Já už jsem zapomněl, co to bylo. Ne, aha, tak ta jeskyně je nejnovější, jo. Ok, tak to je brand new. Šílený, že i tak na to má 100 milionů views.
That might have been the scariest thing I've ever done.
Turns out this cave is a tourist attraction in New Zealand known as Waitomo glowworm caves. As per Wikipedia, this cave is known for its glowworm species found exclusively in New Zealand. In fact, you can find several comments saying the same thing. Is that Waitomo Caves? It's Waitomo Cave in NZ. Most of the cave is extreme.
Okay, to, že to je nějaká turisticky známá jeskyně nebo turisticky dostupná, tak to asi, to by nebyl úplně problém. Dalo by se to i čekat, uvidíme, co bude dál.
Well lit. Stranded in a Cave is a tourist attraction in New Zealand. The official tour of the cave takes 45 minutes. This cave...
Jako, jestli projít tu celou jeskyni trvá 45 minut a týpek si to natáhle na 7 dní, to je jako next level YouTube.
Has a cafe and a gift shop.
YouTube skill prostě.
It was Waitomo Caves in New Zealand. The ticket prices aren't even expensive, some for like $45. And yet, MrBeast and his crew are acting as if they're standing in the most dangerous place on Earth.
Bro, this is just wicked. Dude, this is like a different world. This cave entrance may be beautiful, but looks can be deceiving.
A jo, ale zase zatím jako je to akorát zdramatizovaný, není to nutně fake.
Didn't know it yet, but the next 7 days will by far be the hardest of our entire lives.
Anyway, day 1, they set up the camp. Day 2, they explored their surroundings a bit. And day 3 is when they started their journey. However, they returned after completing just 20% of it.
It turns out we wasted way too much time filming and playing with flares to the point where we now had to restart and attempt this mission another day.
Day 4, they...
Jo, to je pravda. A jako jestli to fakt trvá nějakou jinou chvilku na to, abys to prošel a týpečci jako řekli, hele, procházeli jsme to moc dlouho, musíme se vrátit. Není to jako vyloženě fake, ale je to prostě nějaká lež, kterou těm lidem dáváš a doufáš, že ti to budou věřit.
Spent in the camp and day...
Jasně, je to lež proto, aby to video bylo zajímavější, ale chápeš, potom prostě ty lidi se cítí, jako že z nich děláš dementy, když někdo ukáže tu pravdu.
5, they started again.
If the sharp rocks weren't enough of a challenge, it seems like with every step we took... Oh, bro, I can't see anything. This is terrifying. The caves became darker, tighter, and ruthless enough that we began to question if we could even get to the finish line.
Now watch this video.
Before, this was a thrilling adventure that travels through the passages of the Waitomo Caves. It involves swimming, jumping over cascading waterfalls, riding a tube, and marveling at the stunning...
To je tak prostě vtipný kontrast, když vidíš týpečky, jak se to tam prostě projížděj na těch nafukovacích kruzích a mezi tím tam MrBeast v tom videu umírá, to je prostě, to je zlatý.
Limestone formations. The guides we had for this activity were very fun and entertaining, ensuring we had a safe and seamless journey through the caves. I promise this is not a scary environment to be in, it's a good energy and a lot of fun.
This is the same route where MrBeast and his team were fighting for their lives while exploring the caves. In reality, there are tour guides who can help you navigate safely if you choose to take the water route, which means this cave isn't even that hard to explore. In fact, you can reach the glowworms in 15 minutes. It's a popular cave
Za 15 minut dokonce, to je až jak moc rychle, ne?
for tourists, not actual cave divers that spend days exploring, and there is no cave with glowworms in the world that would require you more than a few hours to explore. But wait, there's more. This cave not only has a properly constructed pathway for visitors, but it's also wheelchair friendly. Yes, the cave that MrBeast and his team
Jak počkej, jak tohle můžeš projít jako vozíčkář? Nebo projít je špatný slovo, nějak se tím prostě dostat.
just explored, putting their precious lives in danger, is also
Že dobře, teď je validní otázka, zda i vy byste si na toto troufli.
wheelchair accessible.
Come on in. One of the really important concepts when they were designing this tour was that it needed to be wheelchair accessible. To make it even more special, this is a solar-powered wheelchair accessible cave with glowworms. And I'm pretty sure that's the only one on the planet.
So I don't see how MrBeast and his team was stranded in a
Prošel bych to, ale musel bych víc domů. No, to je ta největší challenge pro tebe.
cave that's accessible even to someone in a wheelchair. In fact, he didn't mention at any point in the video that there is a well-constructed path for tourists
A jako na Nový Zéland bych se někdy rád podíval.
that exists. Instead, he pretended the rough water route is the only way to reach the glowworms, and in the video, they showed after trekking through the most dangerous, terrifying, deadly parts of the cave, the team reaching the glowworm chamber. However, they didn't show the return journey.
Now, because you guys have already seen the trip, we're going to expedite the way back. But seriously, this whole journey took so long, we crossed into day 6 before reaching camp.
The return journey isn't filmed. Any guesses why? Because they must have taken the normal tourist route. So my guess is some of the initial
Ne, to určitě kvůli tomu, aby tím MrBeast nenatahoval video, že jo? Určitě, surely.
trekking stunts were filmed on the rough path of the cave for entertainment and to add drama to the video, while the rest of the journey was completed on the normal tourist route. So MrBeast and his team weren't stranded in a cave for 7 days. In reality, it was a carefully managed production. The entire setup was highly controlled, with the crew using a professional camera team, lifeguards, and 2 tour guides to ensure the safety. The video was a meticulously planned and scripted production rather than an actual survival test as MrBeast.
Ale zajímavý sledovat ten poměr lajku ku dislajku, jo? Že většina lidí to video bere, že to je v klidu. Kdyby si takovýhle video o MrBeastovi udělal ještě pár měsíců zpátky, dostal by z bídu jako prase, to by bylo vydislajkovaný do sraček a všichni by to vyhejtili.
Claims. Next up, 50 YouTubers fight for $1 million.
I've gathered 50 of the biggest
No hele, jak říkám, to s tou jeskyní jako není fake z principu, že byli prostě v té jeskyni, prošli to, je to akorát hodně zdramatizovaný a jsou tam lži v tom, jak dlouhá ta trasa doopravdy je.
YouTubers on the planet. And whichever one lasts the longest in this cube wins that $1 million for their subscribers.
Back then, when I watched this video, I couldn't shake off the feeling that maybe the video was rigged in favor of certain individuals. It kinda gave me this deja vu of the whole Rosanna Pansino situation. And recently, when I came across this Reddit post, I was sure I was not the only one. Was MrBeast's latest video rigged for Logan Paul and KSI? After watching MrBeast's latest video where 50 YouTubers competed for $1 million, and also watching vlogs from various YouTubers who participated, it seems like the game might have been rigged in Logan Paul's favor. Here's why. Let's go through each of these points that he mentions. Pre-game setup. Both Ludwig and Gideon pointed out that Logan Paul and KSI didn't ride the bus to the location like the other contestants.
You see, it's 50 YouTubers in the box fighting for $1 million. Only 48 of the YouTubers in this event were on the bus. 2 of them had already arrived early.
Klasicky to líkne Ludwig.
And they're the first 2 people you see when you open the video. Logan Paul and KSI.
So it's true. How can it be that out of all 50 YouTubers, the rules only seem to bend for 2 of them? Quite suspicious, right? Insider info. In Gideon's vlog, KSI explicitly told him what the first game would be. Ludwig also mentioned that Logan Paul knew all the details as well.
I'm intrigued as to what some of the challenges are. I know what one of them is. What? Our biggest fan for all of us. And they're gonna come out, and then Jimmy's gonna be like, if you can make this free throw, you give your fan gets a savage drop.
To, že jim líkne třeba trošičku něco z toho videa, to asi... Ale myslím, že ani jeden z nich tam nebyl úplně proto, aby to vyhráli, nebo to nebyla nějaká jejich ambice, ale minimálně je zvláštní, že tam byli o nějakou dobu dřív.
But if you miss, you out.
How could you possibly know a detail that crucial before the game even started? Cookie Challenge. During the Squid Game Cookie Challenge, Logan Paul teamed up with random people.
Ale jako takhle, z toho videa dává smysl, že MrBeast by chtěl, aby ti nejznámější tvůrci v tom videu vydrželi co nejdýl, ale zase to prostě není, jako by neměla být pointa toho videa.
People who wouldn't normally be in his group. This seemed off.
Are you five gonna be a group? Yeah. Okay, who's gonna be the captain?
We're deciding, Jimmy.
Giant Jenga. In the giant
To je pravda, no, že s Loganem byli lidi, co jako nikdy spolu nebyli a přitom bys čekal, aby s ním byl třeba KSI a tak podobně.
Jenga game, everyone picked their closest friends, but Logan Paul and KSI chose the shortest people. It seems too strategic, as if they knew what the game would be.
Hit me in the lip. I'm earning this million, fam. I mean, brother, you got one move. Dude,
Logan, he flew here all the way from India, and you eliminated him.
The most obvious hint, though, was during the cooking challenge. Logan Paul somehow picked the professional chef YouTuber who cooks for a living as his partner, Nick DiGiovanni. Coincidence? I think not.
Bro, how'd you end up with Nick?
he said it.
That's crazy.
I'm cooked.
And the way Logan got eliminated,
Quick score.
Wait. One time for the one time, please. It's been so long.
Jo, tady tohle mi taky přišlo, že takový fakt mu to nedošlo v ten moment, jako zahraný to měli pěkně, ale vypadalo to hrozně zvláštně.
Wait, you just left.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I couldn't resist throwing a plate. That was a complete mistake. I forgot all about the line. I saw the plate. I was like, I need to smash it. It took me back to 2017.
this looks so staged and so intentional, and he's a really bad actor too. I mean, just look at this.
You just left.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
On top of that, it felt like Logan got way more
Já nesouhlasím s tím, že by to bylo zahraný špatně. Zahraný to bylo docela dobře, si myslím.
screen
Podle svého neprofesionálního názoru.
time compared to any other YouTuber, so I'm not saying he's favored to win, but he was definitely given more opportunities to stir up drama and make the show more engaging for content. So unless the entire video was rigged, that's not possible. In fact, the thumbnail covering Logan and KSI, but not the contestants who reached the final, is also pretty telling.
Tady tohle bych řekl, že je ze všeho úplně nejmenší důkaz. To je naprosto logický, že na náhledovce budou ti nejznámější tvůrci, i kdyby vypadli hned na začátku toho. Tohle jako je totální bullshit, to není důkaz ničeho, tady tahle část.
Next up is, I survived 7 days in an abandoned city.
We just got dropped off in the middle of an abandoned city, and we're gonna spend the next 7 days here. And there goes our only way out. We are now stranded for the next 7 days.
Jo, což to, že říká, že tohle je jeho jediná cesta pryč, je docela vtipný vzhledem k tomu, že to město prostě je uprostřed civilizace, jo, že tady vzadu jí vidí, že tam jsou baráky a že jako by se tam dostali pěšky.
Soon after this video came out, fans started questioning the authenticity of the video since the city, Dubrovnik, where the video was shot, is just a drive from the airport. And the access to the ruined complex in Kupari has been restricted due to the ongoing filming by MrBeast's crew, meaning MrBeast closed off the area to the public, particularly for the shooting of the video, and declared it abandoned.
Under this wood is a floor.
Only one way to find out. All right.
Jo, viděl jsem fotky, kde lidi si to ukazovali, že tam jsou prostě fotky z toho, kde můžeš jít na tu pláž, co tam je.
This is crazy. I feel like I'm in a zombie apocalypse. This is wild.
Oh, look at this.
And after a little more exploring, we stumbled across an area that might work for a shelter. Oh my gosh. I think this is where we should set up camp.
But usually, this place is full of tourists and cars. Furthermore, the 7 days were not consecutive as some team members suffered medical problems. Also, the area has a military tourist resort where MrBeast and his crew stayed during the shoot. So at this point, I've got no interest in knowing if the video is fake. Just tell me if there's any part of it which is actually real. After a while, he responded with this tweet. Seems the note was removed, but for clarity, it was abandoned decades ago. Also, I never said you can't drive to it, I just thought it would be cooler to fly a helicopter.
No, není pravda, když na začátku říkal, že ta helikoptéra je jeho jediný způsob, jak se dostat ven.
That's it? That was his best response? And he really expected everyone to believe that? Because he claimed in the video that the helicopter was his only way out.
And there goes our only way here! And there goes our only way!
And here he says, I never said you can't drive to it. Can't you just admit you lied? Because if he is honest, he should say...
Jako technicky za to neřekl, že tam nemůže jet auto, ale řekl, že helikoptéra je jeho jediný způsob ven, což implikuje, že by se tam jinak nemohl dostat.
These things in the actual video rather than clarifying it later when people found out that his so-called abandoned city is not really abandoned. I opened a free bank.
I wanted to open a free bank, so I did what any logical person does. I rented a real bank, grabbed a ton of money,
To je docela dost starý video,
hired all my friends as tellers, and then bought a billboard
je tam ještě Jake the Viking, takže je to hodně starý video.
and paid Chandler to flip a sign. And here's what happened.
This video featured MrBeast opening a bank where he gave away money to people who opened accounts. However, some viewers pointed out inconsistencies in the video, like the fact that all the people featured appeared to be extras rather than random passers-by. This led to accusations that the entire scenario was staged and the participants were actors hired to create a more compelling video.
You have a great day. Thank you for coming to Back. Are you serious? Yeah, back. Oh my gosh. Are you
Tomu úplně nevěřím. Reálně pro MrBeasta by bylo dost jednodušší tam vzít reální lidi než herce. Myslím, že tady na těch reakcích vidíš, že jsou docela autentický.
Dude, you're telling me this is real.
No, they are not. Watch this.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are you gonna do with all this?
And right here, if you zoom in, motion picture? Well, that's not what it says on an actual dollar bill. Obviously, it's fake, which he later admitted in a random interview clip. He explained that it wasn't safe to use real money, but they did give everyone a check afterwards. However, he never mentioned in the entire video that the money was just a prop, which speaks volumes about the authenticity of Mr.
Tady tohle, ale tady to na druhou stranu chápu. Jo, to, že těm lidem dáš jako na video fejkový peníze a potom jim dáš prostě ček, na který už tu hodnotu potom má, tak to dává smysl, protože kdybys na videu lidem dával ček, nebo šek, jak je to česky do prdele, je to šek česky, že jo? Kdybys lidem dával šek na video, když se na to budou dělat třeba mladší diváci, tak ti do prdele nebudou vědět, co je šek, a budou si říkat, proč jim tam dávat ty vole obrovský kus nějakého papíru, prostě chápeš.
MrBeast content. Next up is, I opened a free car dealership.
I bought every single car at a car dealership.
Can we afford this?
I really don't know.
Well, that's reassuring.
And hey, so we talked over the phone? The paperwork took forever. So these are the 12 cars. I just bought them.
In this video, MrBeast gave away an entire car dealership worth of cars for free to random customers who came in to buy a car, or at least that's what he claimed. However, it appears the entire video, as well as the giveaways, were staged, with participants being pre-selected rather than random passers-by. The way each customer behaved didn't seem genuine.
Hey, I'm sitting in this car with 3 guys with these Beast shirts on. Well, they want me to take this car and they're gonna give me $100 to take this car. You want the car?
Yeah. All right, fine. We'll give you $100 as well.
Jeez, these guys are good.
Okay. Bye.
MrBeast, like, because I got one of the Beast shirts.
Oh, okay. $500.
So she described this really unusual scenario, and her son didn't.
Na tohle mi nepřijde nic divného. Kdyby to bylo fake, tak definitivně tam nebude mít tak jako chudou reakci od té mámy, jo. Ta byla fakt jako nudná. Kdyby to bylo fake, mi přijde, že by chtěla, aby tam bylo něco trochu záživnějšího. Ale mě tam není zbytek toho videa, jo. Ten syn potom asi jako řekl ještě něco na to a prvně možná úplně nechápal, jako o kom mluví.
Didn't even ask a single question. I mean, anyone's first
Zase nevím, jestli tam je něco potom.
Reaction in that situation would be pure shock, or at least wanting to know more, like if it's a scam or anything like that. They are staged without a doubt, and so is every other customer who walked in.
Tady si nemyslím. Upřímně fakt jako věřím v to, že tady tyhle ty starší MrBeast videa jsou real. No minimálně z toho, co si pamatuju, ty videa vždycky vypadaly autenticky a nebylo tam něco, proč bych měl důvod to nějak zpochybňovat. Minimálně tady tohle, co tady týpek říká, nejsou důkazy. No, jenom jako domněnky. Ty první videa, ty novější, to jako naprosto valid, ale tady tohle ne.
I bought everything in a store.
Hey, MrBeast here. Today we're gonna buy every item in this store. Let's do it. So you get the gist of the video.
Tohle mi přijde až vtipný, ale přijde mi, že lidi teď hledají každý slovní spojení, jestli náhodou není nějaká hrozná věc, co zase zalhal Beast. Souhlasím se spoustou faktů, co odhalil Dogpack a další, ale dost těch obvinění jsou úplně hloupí. Jo, to souhlasím. Ale hele, jako jasný, že třeba tyhle ty videa vznikají zatím, aby prostě z toho byla cinkačka, jo. Má to prostě ty vole skoro 400 000 views, to je jasný, že to je téma, který lidi zajímá.
Make sure you get everything. Don't leave a single thing on the shelf.
Ale zase, hele, můžeš to těm lidem dávat za vinu? Tohle je největší drama, co se na YouTube kdy řešilo. To je největší tvůrce, který kdy na internetu existoval a je expoznutý za jedny z nejhorších věcí, co jako tvůrce můžeš udělat, mimo jako i to fejkování videí, jo? Jako, zase se nedivím, že lidi zkoumají každou blbost.
So the goal was to purchase every single item in the store and then donate the goods.
Lidi zkoumali každou blbost i u Kerry Kirstena a Dana Byera, jo? To jako nepřekvapuje mě to.
To charity. However, it faced criticism as some viewers questioned the ethics of the stunt. The impression that MrBeast was single-handedly responsible for the entire purchase is simply not true. In reality, it was likely a coordinated effort involving his team and potentially the store itself. There were also claims that the video exaggerated the scale of the purchase, as certain items were restocked or moved around to create the appearance of a more significant haul.
Tohle nevím, no, jako jestli tam něco přesouvali a tak podobně pořád jako vykoupili to, jo, což na konci toho videa jde vidět, pointa splněna. No, zajímavý video, ty poslední příklady byly taky zbytečný, ty tam jako vůbec být nemuseli, stačilo, kdyby tam byly ty novější videa, to video by za mě bylo jako tak akorát dostačující, tady tomuhle moc úplně nevěřím, ale dobrý videjko. Minimálně ten začátek je to zajímavý.